What kind of an effect will he have on this team? We hear nothing but glowing reports of how he's been acquitting himself on the training ground at Munster. Let's see how he can handle himself with 80 minutes of rugby ahead against the Irish provincial rivals in Connacht. New captain, of course, for Connacht is Cian Prendergast. Takes the ball into contact. A popular decision by all accounts. Heard him speak during the week as well. He's still young enough to be a fresh voice, but also has that experience now. And of course, his time, a little bit of time as well with Ireland, will give him plenty for reason for everyone to listen to exactly what he says and to follow his instruction.
Yeah, good clearance kick there from Ben Murphy. Debut for Connacht tonight after 18 appearances for Leinster. The wind is blowing down into the city end, and as a result of that, Munster seem to have the advantage of that in the opening half.
AR's on the mark, so Connacht open up, and captain just moved to them.
So first line out, it'll be interesting to see how this one goes for Munster. Diarmuid Barron is captain today in the absence of Tyke Byrne to throw. Plenty of options, goes to the back, just not held on that occasion by Ruan Quinn. Be disappointed with his first touch there. Back into the pocket for Ioane. The attempted block down was from Jeremy Lockman. Not his best kick, Ioane. An equally poor take as well on the ground. The second lock on for Munster. This time the scrum will be to Connacht.
Yeah, and we're going to have nerves in the opening minutes of this game. Just the throw seemed absolutely spot on there from Diarmuid Barron. You just see slightly late with the lift, and Ruan Quinn had it in the air, took his eye off it. Likewise, Shane Daly, so solid under those balls in the last 2 or 3 years. Just unable to control that. So, first scrum of the season. Here we go from an Irish perspective. 2 old stages on this side of the field. You're looking at Dennis Buckley up against John Ryan. What a servant Buckley has been for Connacht over a decade and more. John Ryan, of course, had a stint with the Chiefs, where Alex Nankivell was a teammate and played a role in Nankivell ending up in Munster.
Yeah, the only question you'd have, maybe John Ryan, look, there's a lot of miles in the tank. Stephen Archer as well. There's the one, maybe, if you're looking at Munster's squad over the summer, and some really good signings done, but there's a lot of miles on the clock and some of the players here still.
Yeah, there is, but I think Graham Rowntree has invested huge time in Ollie Yeager. He's a massive man, really big, strong character. He starts on the bench tonight, but I think he's someone that you'll see taking ownership of that number 3 jersey as this season goes on. He came in sort of halfway through the year last year, having played with the Crusaders in New Zealand. I think you'll see him play a more dominant role.
Well, there you go, an early nudge from Munster in the front row, but the free kick was given by Busby. Quick tap from Casey. They're going to get on with it here. Burns on the outside channel now, looking to release Tom Farrell. And it must be a little bit strange for him to be playing against Connacht, given he was in that centre role in a green jersey for so many years. But another player, a pretty astute signing as well, plenty to offer.
Yeah, I'm sorry to bring you back.
Yeah, Chris Busby apologising there to Craig Casey. And just for our viewers, that's one of the changes in the game now. When you have a free kick off a scrum, you can't opt to have a scrum again. They're trying to have lesser scrums in the game, so you'll see a lot of this happening.
Coon standing at first receiver. Good tackle to put him down, though. Had a brilliant season last year, Gavin Coombs. Nankivell gives it short. 2 big physical centres, you have to say, for Munster, 12 and 13. See Barron taking that right to the line. Connacht going off their feet. Penalty.
Yeah, Dennis Buckley had his hands. You just hear Chris Busby there. Dennis Buckley, for all his experience that I'm just talking about, his hands are on the ground. You can't go beyond the ball. You can't rest your hands. And there, clearly, he's rested his hands beyond the ball. If he put his hands in on the ball, locked him immediately, he would have got the penalty.
So touch inside the 22. Munster fans applauding that, and Barron to throw. Hopefully the line-out goes a little bit better than the last one.
Yeah, just a timing issue, but again, Graham Rowntree backing Billy Burns hugely, and why wouldn't he? 30 years of age now. He's had over 100 games for Gloucester, 114 for Ulster. That's a huge amount of experience, and certainly as a backup for Jack Crowley, that's what you want.
Going for Casey again. Nankivell, little step. Watched every step of the way, though, by Carl Ford. It puts him down. In behind it goes Hodnett. Soft hands again. Farrell to Burns. Hanson having to make the tackle. Munster go blind here. That went forward, surely. Well, I don't know quite if the referee might give him a thing, but I did go forward and the hand is out, so it'll be a scrum to Connacht.
Yeah, just slightly forward there. Interesting, Hugh, that first line out in the opposition 22. You'd often see Munster bringing it down, looking to drive, looking to maul. But the opposite, they want to play. Something Mike Prendergast has been huge since he arrived back from Stade Francais a few years ago. Keeping the ball alive. There's Ruan Quinn,
please, don't get
still only 21 years of age. Is a schoolboy star for Crescent Comprehensive.
It'd be interesting to see how much game time he gets this season, Donald. I mean, he's a big fella, isn't he, even for 21?
He is, but again, Roundtree, he's back in the academy players. Yeah. The 88 academy appearances for Munster last year, which is phenomenal, really. Big scrum.
Taken up this time by Ford. 50 dominant carries last season. More than any other back. You can see why they give it to him so often. And now Ben Murphy.
We're good, that's inside.
2 half-backs.
Slide though.
New faces for Connacht. Trying to forge a relationship here. Son of Richie Murphy, of course, and Josh Ioane. So they're playing together for the first time on a competitive field.
Yeah, it is difficult. 2 players making their debut in the green in a competitive game, but Ben Murphy has pedigree. You mentioned his dad, Richie, and of course his younger brother, Jack. Yeah. But such was the competition in Leinster. Ben Murphy quite happy to get first-team rugby in Connacht, but he'll have a lot of competition from Caelan Glade, who's on the bench.
Oh yeah, he will, but you know, I guess in this game as well, you need 2 top-quality half-backs in each position to mount a challenge across both the domestic league and whatever European Cup, in this case the Challenge Cup for Connacht this season. But I do admire his decision to go. I have to see, you see plenty of players at Leinster just happy to sit there and, you know, take whatever scraps are given to them until they can maybe forge a chance. This guy said, no, I'm going to go. He's still very, very young, and he took that challenge.
Yeah, and he's absolutely right. I mean, you go back, it's a new concept, really. 4 or 5 years ago, players asked to change provinces. A lot of the time, they don't do it. But
setup, lads.
Concern for Munster there.
Good setup, lads. Thank
second line out in 3. That's gone right.
No head fight. No head fight.
Munster just managing to get a nudge in that early scrum.
Okay, stand up. Let's go. Let's reset, please.
Big year too, you'd imagine, for Jeremy Loughman on the loose head side. When Dave Kilcoyne, of course, still in the squad, but Loughman, he has a big opportunity to make that jersey his own.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Solid scrum again from Munster. They're going to come to the open side. Nankiville, lovely pass. Haley into it with a bit of space. He had Tucker Abrams, who was screaming for the ball. His first touch of it in a Munster jersey. He's going to have to wait. Haley opting to take it back inside. And now Connacht to turn the ball over. It's sloppy from Munster. Down goes Prendergast. Murphy trying to dig one out here.
Number 8, you're off your feet. Stay up, please. Slowing the ball.
Yeah, just a lack of accuracy there from Munster initially. 2 skip passes, getting the ball out to Mike Haley very early on.
Number 8, knee to the
Abrams crying, trying to get that first touch, trying to get the crowd behind him, let him see what he has to offer.
I can't coach you through the game.
Munster didn't resource the ruck and play the result as a consequence.
Munster on the line. On the line. John, just on the line, please. Red on the line. Open up, please. On the line.
So Heffernan then to throw to the back. Was there hands there? There had to be in the line out. On the arm.
In the air. It's on the 15.
Prendergast, and a clear penalty called by Chris Busby.
It's an easy one for Chris Busby. You see, there's Prendergast dominant in the air, and Finian Wycherley, the white scrum cap, far too prominent. Just can't interfere with the inside arm like that.
It's the kick from Ioane, not the cleanest strike you've ever seen, but it's found touch, and Heffernan will get another chance to try and set a Connacht attack just outside of 22. Munster top of the table, 13 wins, 1 draw, 4 losses last year. Connacht 11th place, 9 wins, 9 defeats. They want to better that record, and they want to take more control of the closer games. Too many matches that were just 1, 2, 3 or 4 points between the teams didn't go their way. Delayed pass well. Ioane puts it through. Now Abrams onto his right foot.
7 to back.
It's not a bad kick, and he finds a safe touch.
Yeah, he did really well there to cover across from the right wing. First time we've seen Josh Ioane put boot to ball, but Abrams, he's the head of Curtly Arons, isn't he?
Yeah.
Fellow South African. Similar build. Only played, I think, 7 games for Montpellier last year because of the GIF system in France. You get paid more. The more French qualified players are in your matchday squad, you get more from the French Federation, so he suffered as a consequence of that.
Leon, yeah. Here's Mac Hansen. Out to Santiago Cordero. Good ball to Ioane, gives it flat. Jack Ainger, just a little soft. Now they come the blind side here, and there's a bit of room, and this goes out from Cordero, tries to fend.
Tackle!
Munster told to leave it. Ainger again, Ioane gives it short. Joyce trying to bash his way towards the Munster 22. There's a step again from Ford. So much power in those legs. There's the ball though.
Stay back 1.
Managed to retain it. Buckley just about flat. Munster fans thought it was forward. Taken in by O'Connor. Ioane again. Hansen stepping back off his left foot. Not making any direct progress though. Chance for the missed pass here. Lovely short hands. Was good from Heffernan on the outside to Oliver. Whistle has gone.
Yeah, it just went marginally forward from Conor Oliver in the end.
I guess you could say it's a typical maybe opening season game, Donald. There's still quite a few mistakes flopping around there.
Yeah, there is. You know, players, as I mentioned, some of them have only played 1 pre-season friendly. They're trying to find their feet. They're trying to get up to speed fairly rapidly. But defensively, that was a good set from Munster. Look at all the phases that Connacht went through, but really didn't make a whole lot of progress in terms of metres made. And in the end, a big hit on Conor Oliver, forcing the dislodgement of the ball. This Munster scrum has looked rock solid in the opening 12 minutes.
Bind. Pre-gauge.
Tap and go. Again, Casey wasting no time. Nankiv a lovely offload. Hodnett just couldn't hold it. Beautiful pass. Nothing wrong with the pass. But just Hodnett the hands letting him down.
Yeah, that's trademark Nankiv. He puts his hand up, but he did the hard work, got the hands in behind. John Hodnett, usually really good in terms of support, but just couldn't hold that pass.
Hannah Tyrrell's pitch side. Hannah, it's been a bit of a sloppy opening. I guess it's to be expected, really, first game and all that.
Will you get that side? Gotta come that side, Curly. Crutch. Bind. Set.
Let's see what Connacht can do from here. It's not the worst attacking position. They're going to go blind. Murphy, little dummy from him. Murphy's through the gap. Look at the pace and the pass on the outside. Beautiful as well to Bolton into the corner. And on his debut, Josh Ioane has scored Connacht's opening try. What about that, Donald? Wow. Superb.
What a brilliant try, and full marks to Ben Murphy. I know we're only 14 minutes into the game, but I think his service so far has been absolutely outstanding. Just look here, spot space, gets inside Craig Casey, immediately recognises the support out wide. Great pass from Bolton back into Josh Ioane. But look here, Ben Murphy just steps up Craig Casey. That's super interplay between Bolton and the supporting Ioane. What a great moment for him. First appearance in Connacht colours, first try. And the half-backs have started this game on fire.
They sure have, their first appearance. And Ioane touching down for 5 points in the corner. Ben Murphy, what a brilliant break that was as well. And the conversion from the man who scored to put Connacht 7 points ahead. It's not an easy kick. Has he got this on target? No, it's going to stay to the right, and it's short as well. So 5 points to 0, but we'll be delighted with this one. Beautiful break again.
Yeah, great awareness there from Murphy. Good support from Bolton and Joshuani. Doing what all good number 10s do, try and get a second touch on the ball. First touch for him. Pete Wilkins, no expression, but I'm sure he's thrilled with that.
Yeah, they've rejigged their roles slightly. I think Wilkins has gone back onto more of a defensive coach. I know he is obviously the head man at Connacht, but he's basically taken charge of the defence over the summer. Rejigged things slightly. Sexton is in there as well to manage. He was the
inside.
I think the backs attack specifically last year. He's taken a kind of a more general approach to attack as well. So look, we're interested to see how that new division of the roles will change what Connacht are about this year. But I know defensively they weren't too happy with the performances at times last season. Good carry again, this time from Lockman. Out it goes from Casey. Abrams. He's desperate to try and get his hands on the ball here.
Stay.
Casey looking for Burns. Big tackle goes in on John Ryan, forcing him back towards that 10-metre line.
Yeah, the Connacht defence far more aggressive than what we saw at times last year. Good line speed.
Nice hands from Coombs to Diarmuid Barron. Burns, a bit of room on the left side now. Abrams tried to get it away. Did it go forward from Hansen? It did, as he went to make the tackle.
It's a knock on in the tackle.
You can see what Abrams was trying to do, but Hansen had read it.
Yeah, Mac Hansen really committing himself there. Takir Abrams involved twice in that.
Red scrum.
Passage of play, just given a license to get off his wing, but Mac Hansen, experienced player now, he knew exactly what needed to be done. Mike Haley, great feat for him. Good ball presentation. Speed of the ball from that breakdown, of course, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive alignment.
Same space, please. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Coons takes it off the back. Not his best pass, and Casey has to go stretching onto the ground for that one.
And use it. No it. No.
Short from Daly to Lockman. Ryan again just over the halfway line. Connacht have got to try and get out of the way as quickly as they can. It's too much on that. Easy for Hansen. Good tackle to put him down though. Joyce takes it in. There for Murphy.
And use it. Outside.
Hansen chasing.
Kind of good.
And makes the tackle. Good follow up by the Connacht winger. Ball still there for Munster. Nowhere for John Ryan to go. So he's been well marshalled every time he gets the ball, and now Connacht have won the penalty.
Vice first arriving.
Yeah,
Murray.
Clear left on his feet.
What a hit by Murray there, but in his pre-match interview, Graham Roundtree mentioned, having done his homework on Connacht in their pre-season friendlies, and the one thing he spoke about was how much more physical Connacht were, how much their defence had improved, and everything we've seen in the opening passage of play in this game would certainly back that up.
So Darragh Murray there holding his feet, tight to contest the ball as you come in from the right side, and the result is a penalty and now a line out inside the Munster 22.
Yeah, and big opportunity for Connacht, but they've looked really comfortable without the ball, and we've seen the one or two attacking opportunities they have, very comfortable with it as well. So it's been a really good opening 20 minutes here for Connacht.
7.
Murray takes it.
Ball. Over.
Murphy. Just delay the pass to Carl Ford again. Gets over that line. Prendergast gives it behind to Hansen. Beautiful hands. Ioane again pops it up to Murphy. He's held it. Oh, did it go forward? No, it didn't. Excuse me. He can't believe it. I can't believe it. From our angle here, it looked like he managed to hold it. So let's see what the cameras show. But that was nearly brilliant.
Yeah, it was outstanding interplay there. Again, super hands from Prendergast to Mac Hansen. There's the layoff. It's just the ball.
What happened there?
Yeah, I'd like to see that from another angle. Just here.
Where was the knock on?
That's gone backwards.
Got that forward now.
Have they gone up to a TMO? No.
Just here. It goes backwards from the first contact.
Guys, just hold on. We're going to review this formally, okay?
I don't see any problem with that.
Should be a try.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with it.
Okay, Leo, so our on-field decision is obviously no try. I've got that lost forward by 10 Green.
Well, 10 Green didn't lose it forward.
That's correct. Stand by, please, Chris.
Well, if this is given to him, what a score this is. And again, Murphy at the heart of things with Hansen. And the offloading game for Connacht is paying dividends at the moment.
Certainly is. Super attacking
Here we go,
play.
Chris.
Just here, it's in the contact. That's
up
backwards.
And backwards, is it? Let's just see it again.
Another one
Here's a
here.
better
Another
angle.
one here.
Let's watch the ball here when it leaves Ioanni's hand. Up in the air and back.
Looks like it was clearly backwards out of Green's hands, right?
That's backwards.
Yes,
Clearly
it is
backwards.
No
And
question
hits
that's
off red
backwards.
as well.
Yeah,
Picked up off the ground.
Okay, and I obviously, again, it hasn't then hit a red player. Okay, and Leo, I'm clear that I haven't blown the whistle until the Green players then put the ball down over the line, okay?
That's
so
correct.
What you're telling me is it's clearly not a knock-on, and we're going to award the try.
That's
It's
correct,
a brilliant
Chris.
try,
No,
and I'm
we're
delighted
clearly
that they've come to that
haven't blown the
decision.
line.
It is the correct decision.
Yeah, I couldn't believe when it was adjudged to have gone forward first day, but look, that's the beauty of the TMO. Good refereeing from Chris Busby.
Yeah, just a little bit
But
here.
what an opening 21 minutes has been for Ben O'Connor, or for Ben Murphy.
Yeah, what do you think about these two new halfbacks that Connacht have signed? Are they going to make an impression, do you think? Or?
Well,
Thanks, Leo.
they've certainly started with a blaze, haven't they? This guy in particular.
Try from Ioanni, try from Murphy, and Connacht are 10 points to 0 up against the Munster side that have yet to really fire any kind of shot.
Well, they haven't been allowed by Connacht, who've taken all their space. They've hit them at every opportunity. They've driven them backwards in the tackle. And a chance here now, you'd expect Ioanni to slot this between the posts.
It's considerably easier. The breeze has picked up a little bit against Connacht, but he should be able to knock this one over.
Yeah.
He does, and it's 12 points to 0 to the visitors at Thomond Park. So let's go to Mike Prendergast. Mike, look, this is not the start you would have envisaged here. What do you see as being the main issues for Munster at the moment?
Yeah, look, Connacht have started very well. In terms of a derby, you'd know that it is a derby in terms of the physical side of it, and I think they've probably come out on top in terms of the physical side of it, and obviously taken their opportunities. 2 good scores there, and it just puts us under pressure.
Yeah, okay, and it's 2 tries down, but it's only 22 minutes down, Mike, as well. And you know enough about this squad of Munster players to know they can come back into. What do you want to see them improve on, briefly, if you don't mind?
Yeah, just winning those, as I said, those physical collisions. They're obviously really targeting our breakdown, going after it, and they're slowing it up, and they're making it a bit awkward. So yeah, just to get that front football and impose our game, you know. So
yeah, okay, early days. Mike, thanks so much for talking to us. Appreciate it. Mike Prendergast there, and look, obviously plenty that they'll want to get their head around for the half-time team talk, unless Munster can address things before then. Out it goes from Hayley Coombs again. Look at the aggression and the pace at which Connacht are hitting that defensive line there. Brilliant tackle from Josh Murphy. Still Munster have it. Now, chance to break away here. It's the former Connacht man who gives it back inside, and a chance for Nankiville to release Casey. Switches onto his right, still Casey. And this is better from Munster. Brilliant break from Farrell. Nankiville on his shoulder. They've got to finish from here, though. That's a poor pass. Farrell again takes a tackle. Haley. A small bounce. And then Jean Klein just to tidy things up. Burns. Step from Nankiville again. It's Daly outside him. Casey once more. Barron gives it short. Coombs back to Barron. Keeping it alive. Now it's Munster's turn to offload. Ruan Quinn. Better from the home side. Can they put something on the board here to finish this one off? Barreling his way there is Finney Wycherley. 5 metres from the line. Oh, the pass from Casey into his own
Here,
man.
and then you come playing on the ground. Scrum.
It did go forward, and all that comes to nothing.
Yeah, I don't think that pass was ever on. Jeremy Lockman he'd overran Craig Casey. But what a hit there by Josh Murphy. And that is typical. That's exactly what Mike Prendergast was talking about. We've highlighted just how physical Connacht have been. The one bright light for Munster has been Nankivell, his ability to offload, keep the ball alive. Craig Casey just been ran down there. And again, problem here is Tom Farrell totally isolated.
I thought he was okay. I know the one you're talking about.
But just signs from Munster when they do create that quick ruck ball. There is huge amount of opportunities, great offloading, great ability to keep the ball alive. But I think Craig Casey probably just picked the wrong option there at the end of that. But concern here now because Billy Burns taking a bang to the shoulder. He's had issues with shoulders before.
There's Jack Crowley looking on alongside Rowan Salanoa.
Oh yeah, you played it on the ground. So
I'm sure looking forward to getting their time back. Salanoa's and other players just had so many terrible injuries.
Clearly on your feet, clearly on
I don't think he played the whole of last year. Came on in the certainly played a role when Munster won the RC 2 years ago. Played off the bench, I remember. Did well in the final against the Stormers, but you just see Billy Burns gets isolated here, gets pinged in by Cathal Ford and another Connacht defender. Piers O'Connor it is.
Yeah, two centres.
Again, just the physicality of Connacht
in the
contact.
Don't step back, don't go early.
Munster have to chase this Connacht scrum here. Connacht put in, try and get something out of it. Jack Ainger there on the tight head side, a player a lot of expected of him. He's going on that emerging Ireland tour.
Set.
Yeah. Alex Candelo going to captain the side as well. He's on the bench along with Ethan Cullen. So he finds a safe touch. So I'm sure that's me. Connacht just manage those situations where they have to, Donald.
Well, that's exactly what they have to do. Just lock out that scrum, get a clean feed. Cian Prendergast playing at 8 today. Most of his rugby for Connacht over the years has been at 6. I think Connacht are looking Pete Wilkins there, trying to get scenarios where Cian Prendergast can get the ball in his hand a little bit more. I think he sees opportunities for him off the base of the scrum.
Josh, don't close the space. It's 6.
Brilliant to see Josh Murphy back playing as well. May 2023, his last game. He took a sabbatical to take up a medical placement for his studies as Alex Nankivell drops the ball again. Munster are not switched on at the moment. There's no question of that.
No, they're all over the place. Just basics, silly mistakes, lack of accuracy.
And this is the thing, when you saw the Gloucester result in Cork a couple of weeks ago, Donny, you said, well, it's a pre-season game and surely look, they're not going to take too much. But it's maybe a little bit of a warning sign that they were so poor in Cork against a team from England that they
on the flip side of that, they were really impressive against Bath away the previous week, and I think Graham Rowntree was hoping that was just an aberration. Yeah, exactly. But certainly that lack of accuracy is killing Munster at the moment, and Connacht, they're quite happy to allow Munster to have the ball at times and just suffocate them in defence.
Well, as you see on your graphic on your screen, 7 handling errors already from Munster. You wouldn't blame Connacht for allowing them to have it if they're going to keep making those kind of mistakes. Now, what can they do with ball in hand? They've 2 tries already, and Cathal Ford trying to break the mark. Still well inside their own 22 as Murphy finds Prendergast. Literally trying to hold him up. Murphy trying to break through the tackle of Jeremy Lockman. Whipped away. Back on the Connacht side. Murphy again into the pocket. This is going to bounce just in play, and Tucker Abrahams let it go. Vancouver to Ryan. Here's John Klein. Burns to Coombs.
Away, Green!
Nice hands. Oh, back inside from Farrell. Beautiful to Rowan Quinn. Has got pace, and so has Casey, and he took it off and smacked it ahead as he went into that. But he's still going, Casey, and he's almost at the line. He dropped it just forward, and the crowd give a groan on the far side because that was almost brilliant.
It was. Rowan Quinn, what an offload, first place by Tom Farrell. I think Craig Casey isn't happy with the tackle there. He took
it looked like on the chest for me. If it's clear, okay. Yeah. We're going to have time off anyway.
He took a right smack there.
He fell into it almost, didn't he? Because he was tapped around the ankle, I think.
Yeah, you just get glimpses of what Munster are capable of when they get that offloading game going. But audacious offload by Tom Farrell, and Quinn did really well to keep the movement going forward. That's twice now Craig Casey has been within 5 metres of the line, but just was hunted down. I think medically Munster just checking that he's okay. The gum shields that the players have now, they're able to feed directly into the medical team in terms of the impact of the hit. You just see that offload there from Farrell. Rowan Quinn, a super athlete. I think they're reviewing this.
Yeah, well, and on second thoughts, it probably wasn't as bad. To see the step here. There's the tackle high.
It is high.
Definitely high hit from Cordero. He could be in trouble here.
Well, is there contact with the head?
Yeah, no, there's definitely contact.
So, fellas, yeah, there is head contact. Is foul play because the player's upright.
The only thing I'd say wasn't as bad from Craig Casey's point of view. He didn't seem to take as full a blow as I thought initially, but there was definitely head contact.
Yeah, Cordero is in trouble here.
Yeah, it's okay. We got you, Ken.
Yeah.
Well, he's certainly looking at yellow. It's a question of what mitigating factors the referee can adjudicate on.
I think there is a fairly significant step off the left foot. Changes dynamics. Okay, Leo, we'll have a decision when you're ready.
So there you have it.
We do clearly have head contact and we do have foul play. It's a high degree of danger because it's direct head on head. However, we are seeing clear mitigation with 9 red stepping off his left foot just prior to contact, and for us that does have a significant impact on the dynamics of the tackle. So we're seeing that as mitigation.
I agree, Chris.
Okay, so just confirm the number, and it's going to be a yellow card.
So Cordero will spend 10 minutes in the bin.
Well, that's the process that you go through now.
Number 15.
The only reason that's not red is that Busby.
Clear head contact.
Yeah, to be fair to Cordero, just going up to Craig Casey there.
However, there's a clear step off the left foot prior to contact.
So Santiago Odero, when he's overcome all his fitness problems, he's got 10 minutes in the bin to worry about for a high tackle.
Do you know what I mean?
I understand.
And he's changed, so that's 2 mitigating factors. Just to be aware.
Your player has an obligation to tackle lower, so it's not right. And just help us with the mark. It's going to be in around the 22, correct, Leo?
Big 10 minutes from Munster now.
It's not here.
The Cordero out of the back 3. They got to make this count. They got to get some points on the board.
It's interesting listening to Cian Prendergast speak there. He's clearly not afraid to stand up for his teammates and state his case, which is what you want from your captain.
Yeah, it was good, clear communication. A big appointment for him, obviously, getting that kind of captaincy. And, but the decision was made. He wasn't going to change it, but a chance for Munster here. First opportunity. They have that 5 metre maul. Santi Cordero in the yellow bin, famous yellow bin.
So then, what can Munster do to take advantage of 15 against 14? No full back for Connacht. And it's Dermot Barron to throw. Looks for Wycherley, finds him.
Once backwards, one stop.
Good initial shove by Connacht, and it's gone down. Job done as far as the Connacht maul defence is concerned. Out from Casey. Step from Nankerville. Goes straight down. Oliver Boyd. Joe totally missed him. Conor Oliver completely missed the tackle on Nankerville. And on his birthday as well, the Connacht Open side has gifted Munster 5 points.
Well, I think Nankerville has been Munster's most impressive player in the opening 28 minutes, but really, it's just a matter of dipping low. Conor Oliver, as you mentioned, just never got his hands wrapped in the tackle, and he bounced off Nankerville. Cian Prendergast, who's also covering that space, goes around, but that really, having praised Connacht's defensive solidity to this point in the match, that's too soft from their point of view, but no more. I think Nankerville has been really impressive. He gets that reward. Munster all of a sudden back in the game.
And there is the Munster club captain, Ty Byrne, looking on. He's the 8th professional captain in the era since Munster turned pro, Donald, which I think says a lot about the standard of captain that have kept Munster going over the last 25 years or so, and longer than that, but equally how highly he's held in this club. Yeah,
there's no doubt that Ty Byrne, hugely rated in Munster, leads by example. Munster probably spoiled 11 years under Peter O'Mahony. Before that, you had Paul O'Connell. Before that, you know, the likes of Anthony Foley.
Yeah. Been a distinguished list, shall we say. Short one to the try scorer. And Oliver won't want to see that back, but look, it's so unlike him to miss a tackle like that. He's normally rock solid in those one-on-ones, and he'll do everything he can, I'm sure, to make up for it now. That's kicked away loosely, and Shane Daly first to react. That's really good play by the Corkman, and now Casey's off again. Tackled this time by Piers O'Connor, and ball's there for Haley at scrum half. Burns in behind, better for Munster. They've really found a spring in their step, and that's lovely again from the new man, Tom Farrell, against his old club. He surely won't go all the way, he's just short. Munster now piling through, Casey goes for it, and he's held. It's a different Munster the last 7 minutes or so. Looking for the second try. Brilliant break once again from Tom Farrell. He's enjoying his time out there. Ball a little bit slow coming back. Klein gives it short. Hodnett trying to power his way over the line, but too many green bodies in his way. Now Coombs wants a bit of help here and wants options. There's the short pass. Lockman tackled by Dara Murray.
Use it!
Wycherley has hands on it. There's Hodnett outside him, but he takes it on himself, and he's almost at the line. Where's the ball? It's held up.
It's over the
goal line dropped. So no joy for Fineen Wycherley.
Tight margins. You can just see he's turned on his back there, and to be fair, Chris Busby in an excellent position to make a call on that, but all of a sudden Munster have found their mojo. Super break again. Tom Farrell and Alex Nankerville just managing to make a big impression in the last number of minutes. How many times have we seen Farrell make those breaks in the green of Connacht over the years?
Yeah, and tell you what, it was a superb break once again. Or is this one going to sit up for Billy Burns? Here is Farrell again. Sensible option there just to take the hit and go down with it. Burns trying to get through. The offload attempt went backwards. Now Haley has a bit of room, and two outside him. He's going to go himself. Haley now, all on his own. At the line, Mike Haley gets there from Munster. A second Munster try to level things up, 15 against 14, but Munster right back in this game.
Well, it was coming. Mike Haley has made a number of those breaks already in the game. No wonder he's smiling. Craig Casey was in support. He must feel he has to score a try in this game. He's been almost there 2 or 3 times, but Billy Burns just managing to keep the ball alive. John Hodnett doing the clean-up job. All of a sudden, Mike Haley backs himself. That's the key. Looked around, stretched for the line, and in the end there was nothing that Shane Bolton could do about it, but that's a super try from Mike Haley, and how this game has been turned on its head in the course of 4 minutes.
Well, Munster a different side now altogether for the first 20 minutes or so, and it's Connacht on the back foot now. Haley, what a brilliant individual score when you consider, you know, Andrew Conway's gone, Keith Earls has gone, no side in Zebo as well, and Haley's going to have to play an awful lot of minutes, you feel, this season. I don't know if he'll be involved in any way, shape or form in the Irish squad. He hasn't been for a while, but he's certainly so important to this Munster backline.
Yeah, he has, and look, he's an experienced player in Munster now. He's highly valued, and I think he used Craig Casey outside, and Bolton had to gamble. He was almost certain that Haley was going to offload to Casey. He didn't do so, and a double whammy for Connacht now, because Bolton has got injured in the process as well. So that's 2 of the starting back 3 off the field at the moment, although we can expect that Cordero will be back in about 4 minutes.
Yeah, I think Hawkshaw is going to come on because Sean Jansen is number 23 in the team. So there is Dave Hawkshaw. He's going to come in as replacement. But your worst nightmare, isn't it, when you get sin binned and your opposite number goes over the try line?
Absolutely, yeah. I think Hawkshaw, he's probably most at home in the centre. He's also played 10. It looks as if he's going to have to find 60 minutes on the wing.
So Ioane has dropped right back as well to an extra defender in the back 3 here, just to cover any loose ball. It's gone forward off a Munster red, from the sublime to the ridiculous. Brilliant try to level it up, and then a knock on 5 metres from their own line.
Yeah, just unforced errors. Farrell has had a good game, but Munster looking to play from deep there, obviously conscious of that numerical advantage, but you wonder whether they've been better off clearing their lines. Right now, we saw what Ben Murphy created off a scrum in a similar position. This is even more advantageous.
There's no issue with asking for it.
I tell you what, it hasn't been a bad game,
Yeah,
has it?
just thinking the exact same 35 minutes for the opening game of the year. We know this is going to be scrappy. They're not exactly up to speed, but it's been highly entertaining. Both teams really having a go.
Bind.
Still 3 minutes to go for Cordero before he can get back on. And it goes. Carl Ford stepping off his right. Doesn't make a huge amount of ground, but there for Josh Murphy, I think, to take that one in. Back from Murphy. Ben at scrum half. And still there for Connacht.
And use it.
Forward again. Hawkshaw trying to
The ball's there.
get rid of a couple of Munster defenders. Taken in by Conor Oliver.
Stay here. And use it.
Murphy has another go. Connacht could get some kind of a score here even before the end of half time, but before Cordero comes back on, they'll be not too displeased given the way the last 10 minutes has gone.
No it.
Oliver again. Good carry. Brings them to about 4.5 metres from the Munster line.
The ball's there. The ball's there. Don't push it into him. Use it. Got a wrap by 4 there. On side here.
There for Heffernan. Got 3 outside him. Gives it short again. Munster up quickly. Lockman throwing himself onto the ground. And Heffernan's going to have another go.
Use the ball.
Perfect position for Connacht now. They can just keep this one. Is there a way past? Ioane to Hansen. He might have the key to unlock this defence. Hansen trying to do it all on his own. Tried the offload. It was a cheeky one. Hawkshaw's appealing for a knock on against a Munster player. A hand in.
Use it.
But referee's playing advantage to Munster, I think.
Yeah, but a reminder from Mac Hansen that he can create something out of nothing.
Casey looking to relieve a bit of pressure. Up the line he goes. That's a decent kick as well. Connacht will have the line out.
Yeah, just David Hawkshaw. He's remonstrating with the assistant referee on this side as well.
Number 11, HIA.
Let's just watch it here now.
He's saying that Nankiville's hand came in and slapped the ball away from him. I'd like to see it better here. Just there. He's right.
I think he has. Yeah, he certainly has a case to answer. And it's a downward movement of the hand.
Yeah, it's almost a deliberate knock on. Sean O'Brien is in for Shane Daly's off for a HIA. But like on review there, you know, you can see Hawkshaw definitely had a cause for complaint.
Absolutely.
Let my team do their job, please, both of you. Okay, and we'll deal with it, lads. Just trust us, okay? Off you go.
I think Cian Prendergast trying to impose himself as captain again, asking Busby to review that, and you have to say on the evidence that we've seen,
well, it should have been spotted by the official on this near side. I mean, he's right in front of it.
Well, the very minimum has to be reviewed. Now, I've no doubt the TMO is probably looking at it himself upstairs. Let's have a look here.
Look how close the linesman is to touch on the near side. It's Dan Carson, I think, on this near side, and he has to see that.
Well, let's just watch this angle here.
What's the hand from there?
There's definitely there is. Yeah, there's a finger,
it's
right hand.
It's clearly back by red, then knocked on by green. Okay, so it is a slap down, but he's on his feet. He's allowed to play the ball. Yeah. What's our numbers, Jack? 5, lads. 5. Okay, time on.
Well, there's the explanation.
What did he say?
He said he's on his feet and the ball goes backwards, so that's okay.
Ball. Over.
Don't know about that. Okay, referee anyway. They're happy with it. They've seen it. Taken in once again by Carl Ford. There's the ball back for Murphy. Ioane just trying to drag his way into the 22. Murphy goes to the left. Here's Joyce. Big Joe Joyce. Hawkshaw. Back to Murray. Buckley.
No six, no hands.
Ioane again
Tackle
takes on the
release.
responsibility himself.
Yeah, crucial period now, just before half-time. Connacht would love to get even 3 points on the board.
Out it goes. Quick hands from Prendergast. Murphy. And straight at Sakir Abrams. Buckley has Ainger with him, but no need to give the pass. They go blind again. Hawkshaw. Hansen, crossfield kick. See what he's trying to do here. Where's that ball going to bounce? It's an awkward one. And a clean takedown from Sean O'Brien. It looks like out in the wing.
And use it.
Did well to hang on to it, didn't he, under pressure?
Toss Sean O'Brien.
Yes. And use it.
Casey puts it up. Hansen. Safe hands. Contact, was there? No, went down to the ground. Chris Busby had a look. And play continues. Last minute of the first half.
And use it.
Munster by 2. Ioane to Murphy. Again, another big carry from the blind side flanker. Now look at the line from Ioane. Has got Ben Murphy back inside. It's the halfbacks once again, and it's the halfbacks who are going to score a third Connacht try. Donald, this is quite the performance from young Ben Murphy and Josh Ioane.
Yeah, certainly is. Out of nothing, they just carved Munster open there. Great interplay between Ioane and Murphy, but it was coming. Super direct line from Ioane. Great awareness in terms of where the support was. Munster just couldn't track back quickly enough. But what a debut for Ben Murphy in those Connacht colours. Those half-backs have been excellent.
A second try for Ben Murphy, created this time by Ioane. A brilliant break by the fly half. That's what Munster saw in him. That's obviously a little taste of why he got his one cap for New Zealand after a few years with the Highlanders, but I tell you what, they have developed a partnership almost instantaneously here.
Yeah, but New Zealand players do that by instinct, and you don't get even one cap for New Zealand without having that quality. He's also played for the Maori All Blacks on numerous occasions. Played for an All Black 15 against Ireland A in the RDS in November 22. He was involved in the Maoris when Ireland were on tour there in 2022, that famous 2-1 Test Series win. So this guy is a serious player, and Connacht look as if they have a gem. But having said that, Ben Murphy from under their nose in Leinster, he's been superb.
He's been absolutely brilliant. And Cathal Ford then with the last kick of the first half to push them 5 clear. No problem at all. Brilliant kick. As the half-time whistle sounds, well, I tell you what, plenty to get your teeth into in that 40 minutes in our very first URC match here at Thomond Park. 5 tries.
The yellow card, and just that little window before half-time, the fact that they let Ben Murphy in for that try again. So it'll be interesting to see what the response is.
Well, I tell you what, last 8 matches between these sides has finished Munster 4 wins, Connacht 4 wins. There's been nothing to separate them. There's been some right old battles.
Use it.
This one is no exception, I can tell you so far. Casey puts it up, chases on, and then Hansen just turned his back. And Cordero, who's relieved to be back on the pitch, I'm sure, after 10 minutes in the bin, went forward off a Munster hand. So advantages to Connacht here.
Shane Daly back on the field as well, Hugh, so he obviously passed that HIA.
Yeah, and Sean O'Brien has gone back off. Ball's there for Murphy. Buckley still going strong. Dennis Buckley.
Tackle! Stay onside, onside 5. And use it!
Peter Dooley and Samuel are the 2 props on the bench for Connacht today. Haley, brilliant take. So good at those. Burns calling for it. Here's Gavin Coombs. A little bit quiet by his own standards in that first half. Here's Jean Klein.
Use it. 100!
Up it goes from Burns then. Awkward one again. Attacker Abrams is giving chase here, but Connacht have come away with it. Penalty to Munster.
Yeah, it looked as if Abrams had overran it, but Piers O'Connor, having done the hard bit, just got himself isolated there. You just see him lose his contact, and Mike Haley, who's had some big moments in this game. That's a great turnover from him.
And then a missed touch from that resulting penalty. It's unforgivable, really.
Well, that's poor.
I don't care what match of the season it is. Got to take your touch and advantage of those moments when they present themselves.
Yeah, I mean, that's an attacking opportunity gone. Munster would have fancied themselves off that line-out. Now, a lot of teams, we've seen Ireland in particular, just do set plays off restarts from these goal line dropouts. Interesting to see where Connacht will look to put this.
Ioane is going to drop it just over the 10. And now Haley to run it back. He's roared on by the crowd here. Tackle from Hawkshaw. In behind it goes. Burns straight to his captain Barron, who is upended by Jack Ainger. Hit him really hard as he got his hands on that ball. Daly. Barron back on his feet and taking his place in that Munster line again. Good to see. Lockman, another big tackle. This time from Dara Murray. And he's dislodged the ball as well, and then Munster have knocked it on. Brilliant work by Dara Murray. Defensive duties again, and there's a bit of afters here.
I'm not sure what happened after the tackle there. It looked as if John Klein is in the middle of that.
So you see if he's saying anything different now. Yeah.
I don't think Murray was particularly happy with what happened after he dislodged the ball. Let's have a listen.
5, 2. Okay, you just let me talk. 2. Come here. Okay. Guys, I get it's an inter-pro first game of the season, but that's not going to start, okay? What I've got is you holding him on the ground, then you've clearly retaliated, it's totally out of proportion, and you've hit the player on the ground. I'm going to give a penalty against you here. If anything else happens, players leave the pitch.
You're telling me there's a punch
it's
and
a penalty
it's
here.
only a penalty.
I've got him pushing him away on the ground.
Penalty Munster. Here we might get a better view of things. Watch Murray initially with the tackle here.
Yeah, well, Murray does really well here, just stands Munster up, then he turns over the ball. You just see, Heffernan is trying to just get John Klein to release him, but he completely overreacts to that. And but again, Munster, Billy Burns' second missed kick in the space of a minute.
It's not going to endear himself to the Munster faithful, is he? If he keeps missing touch from penalty situations like that, that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's basics. Again, 2 attacking opportunities going wild.
Was it I seem to remember a game in the Aviva a few years ago where Ireland transferred against New Zealand. Anyway, but missed touch again was an issue when he was in an Ireland jersey.
Yeah, there is a swirling wind here, but
not that swirling.
Well, he's got out of jail on the basis of the penalty that Conor Oliver has given away. I tell you, he wouldn't want to make it 3 in a row here. He better find a decent spot here.
Just stick it up into the top stand. There you go. A big cheer for him.
Yeah, that's great work from Jeremy Lockman there. He was the one who forced that turnover. And Munster now 10 yards out. Their line-out was a little inconsistent in that opening half.
Break.
Richard, he takes it. Also trying to test out the Connacht Mall defence. The back with Barron still going forward. You can see Joe Joyce there trying to make a nuisance of himself, but Barron's not for stopping. Oh, he is just before, and then the pick and go. That's short as well. John Ryan going to have a go. Short pass to Hodnett. Well, they do get there. if at first and all that, and it's John Hodnett who draws Munster level once again.
Yeah, but it's old-fashioned Munster. Go the direct route, get the line out right first, which they did. Suck in the defenders, and great effort there. Just held up short of the line. John Hodnett is nuggety, very close to the ground. Just that pass, it took out 3 Connacht defenders. Good awareness from John Ryan to pick out Hodnett. And that's a big statement in the opening few minutes of this second half.
So Burns then to push Munster 2 ahead.
No problem, thanks.
Nicely done. Nothing wrong with his goal kicking tonight. He's 3 from 3 here. And 21 points to 9. Munster back in front.
Yeah, and you know, having missed those chances with the missed kicks to touch, Munster show once they get in 5-6 metres from that Connacht line, they can score tries. Nankiville's one came off a line out as well in that opening half.
Taken by Witchery. Had to be a full stretch for that one. Ball's there for Casey. Connacht told to leave it.
And use it.
Cordero's call for this one. It's slapped back by Daly. And now Hawkshaw. Advantage to Connacht. Knock on. Joyce.
Away it. Knock on advantage over.
Ioane calling for it. Gives it short to call forward. And now Cordero. I haven't seen a huge amount of him with ball in hand, but Hansen gets it away to Josh Murphy. And once again, it's 2 to drag him to the ground. Ioane calling for it. And in behind it goes. Joyce again. Into the midfield. Connacht options both sides. Murphy goes left. No room there to get past. Danger. Short pass again to Murray. Back with Murphy. Little show from Ioane. Can't take their eyes off this guy.
It's there, leave it now, Red. Off your feet, Ian.
Munster trying to wrestle that ball back. Here's Hansen. Hawkshaw, nice line from Heffernan. Thought about the offload.
Use it.
See what Connacht are trying to do. They're just trying to suck in enough defenders to bring that space for another Murphy break, another Ioane break, or any one of the other players well capable of doing it. A bit much on this one, and should be an easy mark for Billy Burns.
Yeah, he took that well. But you can hear the referee now on the mic just putting pressure on the scrum halves now to use it. Basically, you've only 5 seconds to get the ball away from the base of the ruck. Again, the lawmakers trying to speed up the game, and it is putting scrum halves under a lot more pressure.
Yeah, but it's producing a pretty good spectacle as a result. Now, Ioane inside to Cordero. You'd love to see this guy get a little bit more room to work. Those magical feet of his. There for Murphy. Gives it to Prendergast. Back to Ioane. Hawkshaw, was that forward? Just about flat. The fans on the near side here are appealing to Chris Busby. But he says play on. Here's Joyce again.
And use it. Away 5 off feet.
And Murphy puts one up. Awkward one for Burns. And Hansen makes the tackle.
Stay one.
Coombs in behind. Haley now. Nankiville. Comes into the brick wall that is Josh Murphy.
Back 7, back. And use it.
For a guy out of this level of rugby for a year, Josh Murphy has been excellent. He played with Clontarf throughout the All-Ireland League season last year while he was on medical studies. But the step up certainly hasn't phased him.
No, he's been brilliant.
No hands now.
Got Harry Langton as well on the bench, Oisin Dowling. Ioanni's going to go up, but slapped back by Daly again. And this time it works out okay. Jean Klein. Support from Lockman to clear out and try and protect Munster ball. Casey's on the ground and he's out of action at the moment. Could be in trouble here, Casey. Burns to Tom Farrell.
No, it's back.
Here's the ball, counter up from Connacht. Counter's good, says the referee, and the penalty. Munster asleep at the breakdown. Casey's still down on the ground, by the way, and Connacht with a penalty in front of the post.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the injury is, but it looks serious. The Munster medic's trying to cover his body there, given that he was close to the action. But again, that counter ruck from Connacht. You just see here, there's nothing wrong with that hit.
It was a good tackle from Prendergast, and nothing wrong with that. Just took the full weight of a bigger man on top of him. Confirmation of Josh Wycherley coming on, and Ollie Jaeger as well to the front row for Munster. I know you were up at the Munster Centre, the high performance units, I should say, Donald, recently enough. Were you impressed enough by what you saw there?
Yeah, I was. Look, it's an outstanding facility, but it's just the unity of purpose there. All the academy players in there. The internationals were just coming back, but they don't want for anything there, really. But it's just the history, the alignment of the various groups there, all the coaching staff there. Really impressive. But
that's what you need, isn't it? Really, everyone operating together off the same page.
Yeah, I think, to be fair, that's what this Munster management group have been far better at. You know, when the likes of Rassie Erasmus, Johan van Graan, they were never too worried about what was going to happen 3 or 4 years down the line, and as a result of that, the academy players weren't getting the exposure maybe they should have, but that has changed for the better.
Sam Illo has come in as well for Connacht, so too has Oisín Dowling into the front row, and I think Peter Dooley is also on. Just don't get that confirmed, but this one to put Connacht back in front. Off the post, the bounce is high. Mac Hansen first to get there, first to react, and now a chance for Connacht to push for 5 points, not 3. Taken in by Jansen's also on the pitch. Hurley Langton as well. They've emptied the bench, Connacht, somewhat early. Chance here, little dummy and show from Ioanni, 5 metres from the line. Now Murphy. What are his options, left and right? There's players on both sides here. Munster having to defend. Well, the unfortunate bounce off the post might still work in their favour.
Use it!
On they go, Heffernan. Good powerful leg drive from him. There's Dooley just on the pitch. Gives a short pass again. Munster desperate defending. Can they hold out from here? Oisín Dowling looking for Jansen, who's just outside him, and Heffernan. Jansen takes it. Second touch since he's come on the pitch. He's almost at the line. Has he got that ball down? It's short, says Chris Busby. But it's still there for Connacht. Dooley has his hands on it. Dooley goes himself.
Short, release.
Short again. Can he get it to the back in time? If not, it'll be held up.
Oh, no, I need it.
Or at least not used. No, they have it back. They have it back and it's still there. Where's that ball? Is it down? It's held up once more. Brilliant Munster defence, goal line defence at its absolute best.
Well, outstanding defence by Munster, almost in the exact same place. And Gavin Coombs, the one who managed to get in underneath it, the exact same spot where Munster were denied in the opening half by similar good defence from Connacht. But how many times do you see a ball like that striking the upright, back in play, and the opposition end up making hay out of it? But that ball clearly held up there. Oisín Dowling, you just see it here, ricochet off the post. Now you'd expect Ioanni to convert that.
Okay, okay, guys, he's going to go off, so we're going to need a sub. I think that's him coming, is it? Yeah. Just send them on there, lads.
Yeah,
maybe just a little bit more patience from Connacht needed there in attack. Yeah, they did have other options there.
I think so, yeah, and they had a huge amount of space out on the left-hand side, and it looks as if Tony Butler is going to come in. Billy Burns has had a kind of a mixed opening.
Yeah, he's holding his shoulder
trouble.
as well
Yeah.
there. Looks like he's in considerable discomfort.
That's the last thing Munster would
ready?
want to happen now with Jack
time
Crowley
on, please.
unavailable for another couple of weeks. There is Jack Crowley.
I like that hoodie, I have to say. Billionaire Boys Club. He's not quite there yet, but he's had a fine start to his professional career, and there's a lot expected of him this season with the November internationals to come in the Aviva Stadium, including New Zealand, then the Six Nations, Ireland defending their title, and then the Lions, which he must have one eye on. Anyway, that's a long way away as Heffernan gives the ball to Hawkshaw, and Hawkshaw bursts through, and Dave Hawkshaw from Connacht, out of absolutely nothing, puts them back in front. What a score that was.
What a try from Connacht. Brilliant feat by David Hawkshaw. This guy, another lad who left Leinster, Ireland under 20, but super hands called forward, keeping it alive. Brilliant pass there from Dave Heffernan, and Hawkshaw just backed himself. Ben Murphy again in support, but that's brilliant from Connacht. And you know, they've thrown off the shackles, they've been brave in attack. Every time they've had a scoring opportunity, they've put the head back and gone for it, and that's a great score from Hawkshaw.
Some pace, I tell you what, he really opened up the legs there.
Yeah, it is. He's out on the wing, he's not comfortable there, but it certainly doesn't bother him.
And this 2 points down will make it 26 points to 21 with 25 minutes to play. That is the bonus point for Connacht inside 55 minutes. They could not have asked for a better strike at an opportune time.
Yeah, that's a great response there, having just been held up over the line. And just look at the smiles back on those Connacht faces. They look a liberated side here this afternoon. We've spoke about them in defence, but their creativity in attack, I think their handling has been crisp, their ability to find space and offload has been really, really impressive.
Yeah, they look very comfortable with each other, even in this very early stages of round one in the URC. The handling that they've showed, I guess the ability to support each other and almost to have that understanding of exactly what they're trying to do. Nice hands again. Ioane trying to put pressure on the outside. There's the chip and chase. Back there is Tony Butler. He's going to call an early mark and just settle himself into this game.
Well, it's been a huge 10-minute period for Connacht. They've taken ownership of this game. Munster the ones on the defence all the time. And Tony Butler had no choice but to mark that ball. To be fair to Pete Wilkins, he did an interview during the week, and you know, he spoke about the need to improve the spirit and culture around the club, which isn't something that coaches admit publicly. There was obviously aspects of last year that he wasn't happy about. It looks as if they've addressed those, because certainly there's a lot of clarity in terms of what they're trying to do.
Yeah, and I can understand that. I mean, maybe, you know, from himself as well, coming in from the assistant, he maybe relied a little bit on the atmosphere that was in the squad to just continue organically. Sometimes you have to put your own stamp on things.
Yeah, I think you do, and I think Tiernan O'Halloran mentioned it before the match when because they had 3 new coaches, there was so much detail being thrown at the players. In fact, as Wilkins mentioned the fact that one of the things he's done is try to simplify things.
Okay, well, let's talk to one of the backroom team who's happens to be with us. Good timing as ever. Colin Tucker, a fantastic performance so far. You must be delighted by a huge amount of what you've seen on the pitch so far.
Yeah, the boys have been great. They've been highly committed. They've been working very hard for each other. But look, there's still only 5 points in it, so there's a huge task ahead of us for the next 25 minutes.
No, absolutely. But just to touch on what we were talking there, the players seem very comfortable with, even in this early stage of the season. They all seem to be on the same wavelength, and there's a kind of a harmony between the squad at this early stage.
Yeah, look, we've had a good pre-season. We've had 3 very, very tough hit-outs over the last 3 weekends, which has really battle-hardened us, I think. So hopefully that'll keep us in good stead for the last 23, 25.
On a bad note, your new half-backs haven't performed at all well, Colin. It's been terrible.
We'll leave that to the experts up there.
Colin, thanks a million for your time.
Thanks a lot.
Obviously, tongue-in-cheek with the 2 lads playing an absolute blinder so far, but a long way to go. Look, there is a long way to go.
Yeah, there is, and Colin Tucker, a famous name down his parts. His father, of course, famous Shannon, Munster, Ireland, and indeed a British and Irish Lion in the 1980 tour of South Africa.
Okay, don't step back, not too much this side.
Let's see how Ollie Jaeger and Josh Wycherley get on. Sam Millo on this right side tight head, and Peter Dooley as well. Sam Millo, again, a former Irish under-20. A lot thought of his promise.
Yeah, he's a big, strong boy. Getting a chance here now with Connacht. It's great to see these young players getting this opportunity.
Right.
Josh Wycherley on the other side against him, former Ireland under-20. And Ollie Jaeger, who I mentioned, he's on the tight head side now.
Gone down, free kick, quick tap go. Casey says not wasting another second of this, and a chance for Butler to run it. Out it goes, lovely hands. Haley has Daly on the outside. It is Daly back inside, taken down by Hawkshaw, and there for Casey once again. It's a monstrous attack from Munster, and now Coombs bashes his way over the line. That is Munster in full flight, and that is a thing of beauty.
Well, that's more like it for Munster, and Gavin Coombs, who had a quiet opening 40 minutes, smile back in his face. Great lines, great support play, just running direct, keeping the ball alive. Shane Daly does really well there, stepping inside. Casey was the one who tapped off that, but the offload initially, and Coombs, once he gets up that bit of pace, you just can't stop him. But Craig Casey, the instigator off that free kick off the scrum, whereas before you'd have had a reset possibly in the scrum. This time he took the chance.
I tell you, he's a player that's going to benefit hugely from that.
I think he will.
Isn't
well,
he?
He's brilliant at that.
Yeah. As Butler has his first shot at goal. Billy Burns hadn't missed one off the tee, but in fairness, Butler, this is a difficult one. The wind has picked up a little bit in the last 5 minutes or so. First kick to put Munster in front. I tell you what, that was bound to be a bit of a nervy one, and he answered the question. 28-26, we've 20 minutes to go, and Munster follow Connacht to get a bonus point on the board.
Well, it's been a brilliant game. Both sides now with that bonus point. That's 8 tries. You couldn't ask for any more than that.
What a game. I mean, what a game to start the season. I had my doubts, you know, just in terms of the first game of the season. You know, sometimes they don't produce crackers, and then the Irish teams, when they go head-to-head as well, you add in that. But it's been absolutely brilliant. It hasn't been perfect, but even by virtue of the mistakes, it's opened up a huge amount of space for both teams. Ioane in behind, Cordero, dummied. Hansen gives it flat. And take it in by Piers O'Connor. Advantage over for the knock-on. Back from Murphy to Josh Murphy. No relation, obviously. Hansen calling for it and leaving it. And Hurley Langton.
2 big carries from him. He's only on the field a couple of minutes.
Ioane back inside to Hansen. This is where he pops up for Ireland and does an awful lot of damage. And look, they struggle to bring him down as Josh Murphy gallops off towards the 10-metre line. Ioane again to Dooley. Munster getting up quickly. Good tackle from Josh Wycherley to put him down. Again, Ioane just holding that depth. And in behind as well, as Hawkshaw delays the pass beautifully to Heffernan. Not the quickest, but he is strong, and he drops that shoulder straight on top of Shane Daly. Here's Jansen. Dooley just placing it back. Ioane again, giving it short. Everything that we've seen from Ioane today suggests he's the perfect fit to play the way Connacht and Pete Wilkins want to play.
Well, he's very comfortable in that 10 channel.
Oh, lovely pass out the back from Hansen, and away goes Piers O'Connor, the chip and chase. Where's that going to bounce? Awkward one. Was there a push in the back there? It's awkward, but Nankerville gets it down.
I tell you, Nankerville saved the day there. He did get a push, I thought.
It looked like he did. He's going to go for a scrum.
Yeah, but look at Mac Hansen. He's great to watch. Piers O'Connor, just that chip inside. Nankerville tracking back. He definitely got a push beforehand, but in either event.
It's a 5-metre scrum, I think, to Connacht. It is.
Can I just wait for him? Yeah. Nothing, okay. So it's taken back, green scrum.
Taken back, green scrum. Big, big chance for Connacht here.
Yeah, but a huge moment in the game. Nankerville saving the day there.
Number 9.
So Scannell comes in. Great time to bring in the experienced legs of Niall Scannell.
Absolutely. Dermot Barron has done well.
And what about this man, Caelan Blade, and what a summer tour he had.
He was outstanding. Came on in 20 minutes to go in that incredible second test in South Africa. Craig Casey got injured in the first test. Conor Murray started, but Casey and Kieran Frawley, what a job they did. Backed by, in fairness, Andy Farrell, 20 minutes to go. And
wow, amazing. Amazing.
Right.
But Blade, I tell you, he's watching you with interest. I'd say as Ben Murphy put on a bit of a masterclass for the last 62 minutes or so. Blade itching to come on here now and try and finish this out and put Connacht back in the driving seat. If they get something from this 5-metre scrum. Here is Blade. First touch, gives it short. Call forward, straight at the line. Is it a try? It is, you know. The power that is Call Ford, the most dominant back in terms of carries last season, has picked up where he left off, and Connacht's back in front again.
Incredible. How did he get over the line? It looked as if he was picked up and lifted over. Is it David Hawkshaw's in behind him? Just incredible. I think, just see it here, super power. Piers O'Connor, just that momentum that he generated helped Cathal Ford get over the line, but Ford will insist he did the vast majority of that himself, and once again the pendulum swings towards Connacht.
So then 3 points the gap. Ioane to make it 5. He's 50% off the tee today. His overall game has been superb, but he'd love to knock this one over, I'm sure. Starts it on the outside, he's brought it back in perfectly. The flags go up. 31 points becomes 33, and Connacht are 5 points clear. They could not stop the battering ram that is Cathal Ford.
No, what a brilliant season he had last year. He'll be thrilled to have started this season in equally good form. But I think when he looks that back, he'll have a reason to thank Piers O'Connor and the role that he played as well in that.
Inside.
No question. What a touch for Caelan Blade, finds a pretty good touch over the halfway, and Munster will have the line out. We still have 15 minutes to play. It's been a million miles an hour at times. It's been so entertaining, but we still have loads of time left on the clock.
Yeah, we have 15 minutes. The game is still in the balance. It's all about who manages the next 15 minutes better. But
step off, please, Green.
You know, we're never usually treated to an Interpro derby in the opening day of the season, but let's have more of this if it's going to be like that.
I'll tell you what, if it's, yeah. Let's see what Munster can do in reply. Butler, oh, lovely pass, beautifully timed, and then Tacker Abrahams on the sweep around. How much pace? Not enough to get away from Hawkshaw. Is back on his feet and charging forward straight away. Casey with a flick of the wrist from him, back inside from Scannell. Backwards again. A bit of a loose leg almost there from Pendergast, but Munster have possession.
Tony Butler did well to tidy that up.
No room for Tom Farrell to get away on that occasion. You can see Jansen making a nuisance of himself, but he's offside. And he's taking the man without the ball, so that was a bit of a needless penalty.
Yeah, silly. Interesting that Connacht have gone for the 6-2 split tonight, and certainly all the forwards they've brought in have made an impact, but Jansen, who was another one going on the Emerging Ireland Tour, he's had a big impact since he's come in.
There's Alex Kildown, his captain, as I said, of that Ireland team, and to go to South Africa, and he's going to play the last 15, 16 minutes.
Okay, time off. Number 2. Dave. Sub, just hold him, please, Dan. Sub, hold.
So Tiernan Martin comes in, and Dave Heffernan goes off. Heffernan had a good game as well.
Very good. You know, he's been in and around the Irish squad for a number of years now. He's a real workman-like player, real honest player. I like him, I must say.
Yeah, and leaves nothing behind. Opposition certainly know when he's been on the pitch. Here's Butler, little switch. Mankiewicz almost slipped as he went into contact. Hodnett back inside, beautiful pass now, Daly. What can he do from here? Delayed it to Haley. at the 5 metre line. Where's that ball? Still there for Munster. Connacht trying to get pans, and the referee says it's okay. Oisin Dowling has managed to get possession on the floor back for Connacht.
And use it.
The ball just seemed to spill out, and Connacht reacted first.
Tackle! No! No, we tackle him. No. Use it.
Blade ups for touch, and Connacht survive. They almost conceded again.
Yeah, it was a brilliant line there by Shane Daly. Just a preset move. Daly looking for support here. And Mike Haley has had a super game. He's been on the end of so many of those. Now, was he in an offside position there?
That's what the fans are booing for. They're saying that he came in from the wrong side. Wasn't entitled to play the ball there.
Yeah, and I think I'd have sympathy with Craig Casey there.
Well, they've allowed play to continue, but Munster have possession back off the top from Casey. Did well to hang on to that, and then the dummy tries to outrun Tierney Martin. The hooker came across to make the tackle now. Munster inside the Connacht 22.
Yeah, Munster have come alive all of a sudden.
Ollie Jaeger runs into Jansen. See Dowling on the ground on his feet. Has got hands on. No, he doesn't. Good work from Casey. I tell you, it had to be good work to hang on to that ball. Short pass there from Scannell. Kendellen protected and literally looking for Jack O'Donoghue.
And use it. No, it's in.
Better work. Coombs tries to get every inch out of that ball.
Ball's there. Advantage offside.
Connacht offside, penalty to Munster.
Offside.
So minimum they've a chance to kick or even go for the post. As Hovnett brings it to the 5 metre line. Out it goes now. Nankiville. Have they got numbers left? They do if they go wide. It's Hansen trying to get across on Daly. And Shane Daly strikes for Munster.
Ah, that's super hands from Munster, playing with the advantage. Nankiville first, then Mike Haley just putting width on that, and Shane Daly was never going to miss from there. They did have advantage from this point, but they kept playing. That's the key. Casey immediately looks to go wide. Nankiville keeps it alive, and great awareness from Mike Haley to put that pass in. They're tied up once again.
10 tries in the match so far, and we are not finished yet. This conversion from Butler will put Munster back in front once again. It's a big kick again. It's a big kick again. And he has drilled it. Brilliant from Butler. And the Munster players not involved today can only applaud because that was a pressure kick.
Yeah, it certainly was. He's had 2 brilliant conversions since he's come on. He's actually done well since he's come in.
My God, pick a winner, Donald. It's almost impossible.
Yeah, it is. Look, it's ebb and flow. It goes one way or the other. I mean, you certainly wouldn't be writing off Connacht at this stage.
Certainly would not. Here's the restart again. Now, Nankiville, what a game he's had as well. He has been in the thick of everything for Munster.
It's inside and use it.
Trying to manage the exit here. Butler's dropping deep, but Casey, I think, is going to take on the responsibility. And up it goes. One for Cordero. He's got to come for it, and Daly has got to that ball on this near side almost every time.
Yeah, he always looks to try and get the tap back, hoping that a Munster jersey is there in support.
And Cordero's in big trouble in front of his donors. He's holding the back of his hamstring. I think he took an awful knock there. He's still on the ground. He's in a lot of pain. I don't think he can continue. And that guy has had absolutely no luck with injuries whatsoever. There it goes now. Ioane runs it back. Little chip from him. Where's it going to bounce? It's going to sit up, I think, for Butler. He's grown a bit in the last
yeah, he's
6 months, hasn't he?
He's done well since he's come in.
Even physically, he's a lot bigger than when I saw him. He made his debut against the Dragons in the opening match of last season, if you remember, down in Cork. And here is Daly, speaking of Cork. Runs straight into Illo, tries to rip it away. The Munster still have it. Cordero's back on his feet, he's limping, but he's staying on the pitch. Deep again, Butler puts one up. Piers O'Connor feels the full roar of the Thomond Park crowd. There's the pick off the base, a little step again. Caelan Blade trying to get it off him. Where's that ball? Tom Farrell knocked it forward. He went to kick it, but couldn't get a touch on it. This is helter-skelter.
He was just...
Knock on first.
Ah, it's been a fabulous game.
Paul this side, Ollie. I'm going to speak to him as well. Just speed up a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to get him to keep his mind up, yeah. Peter,
no surprise, I'm looking at four different players down on their knee. This level of intensity on the first day of the season. Thankfully, Cordero's back up, Hugh. So
I thought the worst, I have to say. He went down and it was like he nearly broke his leg, but yeah, thankfully he's okay.
You remember he missed the entirety of Connacht. I think he came back one game at the end of the season last year.
Beautiful shot. Limerick City, just on the outskirts there of Thomond Park and the surrounding area. Look, I tell you what, Donald, it's a long season ahead. We have the rugby season just for club professional players now goes from September right through to the end of June. You added a Lions tour, which will take the international players at least right to the end, to August nearly at some stage. The season seems to be getting longer and longer.
Yeah, that's the way it is, and bear in mind for the internationals, it was a 13-month season last year because of the World Cup, pre-World Cup preparation, then you had the tour in South Africa. But and that's why, you know, particularly for groups like Connacht, where you don't have maybe the strength and depth of other clubs, picking up injuries early in the season really is a hammer blow.
Is there another twist in the tail here? We've got 6 minutes to play, 2 points between them. Just a single conversion separating with 10 tries on the board.
Yeah, Tom Daly going off, he's had a good debut.
Tom Farrell, yes.
Or Tom Farrell, I should say.
Yeah, he had a cracker. Himself, of course, and Tom Daly were playing together last year for Connacht, but both no longer with the Western Province. That's a rare mistake from Caelan Blade.
How vital is that going to be? Just confusion there between Cian Prendergast and Blade at the base of the scrum. It is actually Jansen who's gone into number 8 now. Just here. He just comes off his Jansen's boot.
What a game that man had.
Same balance.
Yeah,
Murphy.
I mean, he looks as if he could play for the under-14s, doesn't he? But he's been brilliant tonight.
He has those youthful good looks like myself, Tony. It's the only thing we have in common. Confirmation there. O'Brien has come in.
Right.
He's gone into the centre, just outside Nankerville.
Set.
Less than 5 minutes to play. Still time in this one, but Munster have possession, and Connacht need to get hands on it. They were looking for a penalty there, none coming. There's the chip. Transfer Daly to chase here. Across comes Cordero, has to deal with this. Tackle from Daly, and a smother tackle it was. The perfect hit to put as much pressure on Connacht. They got the penalty. Well, he followed it up by going forward on his hands, according to Chris Busby.
On your feet, please.
Yeah, you could see where Daly was coming from. He had to put pressure.
On your hands, counter-rocking.
Had to put pressure on Cordero, but yeah, his hands are on the ground. He's beyond the ball.
You go,
you got to get back on your feet.
Good spot by Busby. He's had a decent game.
He certainly has.
So plenty to keep an eye on, hasn't he?
On the line.
Well, it hasn't been easy. 35-33, and you just know there's another twist to come in this yet.
Tierney Martin to throw then. Good take from Josh Murphy. And playing the second row as well as the back row, of course. In behind it goes from Ford. Now Hansen. It'll change off his left foot. And tackled by Nankerville. Things play almost to the halfway line.
Yeah, it's as if Hansen has never been away.
Yeah. Here's O'Connor.
Hit him down!
Tucker Abrams and Tony Butler making the tackle together. Dowling. Where's the ball? Back with Blade. Short pass to Dooley.
It's a green foot throwing.
And behind Cordero. And there's Hurley Langton out on the wing. Doesn't want to get put into touch, and he did really well there. Really well. The knee was on the ground. Tackle has been called. Munster let go, and Connacht out to Jansen. No room for him.
Yeah, and Tucker Abrams got injured and trying to tackle Jansen there.
Well, that's a good pass, but I think Mac Hansen was in two minds about where to go. Straightens up, takes the hit from Jack O'Donoghue, but Connacht have the penalty and they have a chance to go up the line. This game is not over yet.
No, it certainly isn't. You just know there's going to be another twist. Too far out, you would imagine, for Ioane to go for a stick, so they'll go down the corner. They'll try and create a scenario off the line out. Worst case scenario, try and get a penalty, a drop goal opportunity. 2 points between the teams. Has he found touch? Oh,
what a time to do that. What a time to do that. And look at the return kick. Caden Blade, well, he's known for moments of magic in a Connacht jersey. He's going to need to try something here. Connacht need a score. Any score would do them. But they've got to get out of their own half. They've got just over 90 seconds. Again, Josh Murphy. Another carry into contact from him. Miles on the clock, and this match must be through the roof. Munster crowd roaring on their team to see this one out, just close it out and start the season with inter-pro victory. That would be a massive boost to the entire squad. Floating pass on the outside. Now how much pace has Hawkshaw got against Daly? Good tackle from Daly, so good at those one-on-ones.
He's so reliable as a player.
Full back, wing, never in doubt. Tierney Martin carries in. Connacht have a long way to go, and they've got 1 minute to do it. Ioane to Hawkshaw. Oh, dangerous pass, come in from Cordero. Getting away from one, but not two. Crucially though, Connacht still have it. A little bit of a loose ball. Here's Illo. Trying to power his way through the tackle attempt of Fineen, or Joshua, I should say. The chip and chase from Hansen, he's lost it, and now Casey on his own. Well, that was almost the grandstand finish, wasn't it? Munster still have it. Hansen just trying too much, but it wasn't on. Josh Wycherley.
Yeah, will they play the clock now, or will they look to keep it going?
Not over the top. And use it.
We've got 3 seconds. Back it goes.
But the crowd are counting down.
If they kick it clear, Munster will have their first URC victory on home soil against the Connacht team, who are absolutely fabulous for most of the game. Donald Lenihan, Munster the victors, but what a game of rugby.
An outstanding game to open this URC season. We weren't entitled to this with players who only a couple of friendlies behind them, but an outstanding match. Both teams making the